A very good morning to all our viewers. We're here live at the Big Club grounds in Mount Lavinia to witness the second day of the mini battle played between the second 11 teams of Royal College and St. Thomas's College, Mount Lavinia. After a brilliant day's performance by St. Thomas yesterday, Royal College looking a bit nervy rather, as they're 12 for 2, trailing a big score considering their first innings performances. The Thomians do have the upper hand as the Royalists are currently at 12 for 2. And now Ashen Pereira looks to bowl in for the Tarasen to begin second day's play. Pereira runs in. It's a very traditional block there by the Royal batter. Normally the first ball of the first day, or the first ball of any day rather. You see that fine forward defense. And the Royals get the first run on the board. He's coming back for the second and get there comfortably. The Royal batters do look a bit nervy out there today. Probably in memory of their first innings performance against a prolific Thomian bowling attack. But the Royals do seem to be in better shape. Mind you, at this score last time around, they were 12 for 4. 2 wickets less, I guess. I'm pretty sure the Thomians out there look to rattle the Royalists up before lunch and finish the game off before tea. Hopefully I'll be able to get home soon today. That's a loud appeal. Umpire seems uninterested. It's a no ball called by the umpire. But I must say though, I am very much impressed with Dylan De Silva's captaincy here. He has led from the front left. He's very vocal in the field, instructing every single player, and no player can get away freely from any fielding mistake, any bowling mistake, or any batting mistake when Dylan De Silva is out there. Oh, the lovely drive there is running down towards the boundary. And that's the first. The Thomians do appear to try to limit the Royalists to a low score. Seems to be continuing from the Talas end. The lovely little dink there. The batters will cross for 2 runs. Stopped in the outfield by the Thomian fielders. Mapa seems to be. Ooh! That is a very good ball. But it just goes past all the fielders in the region. And it runs down to the boundary for 4. Mapa. But the Royals appear to be growing in confidence here. And the Thomians, this is exactly what the Thomians do not want at any cost. Allow the Royals to get comfortable. The wicket does look a tad good for batting. So if the Thomians allow the Royals to get easy runs here, it'll be game over. And the Royals will most probably be able to force a draw. At the end of the 10th over, the score stands at 25 for 2. Sirivardhana bowls in. Sirivardhana does appear to be in fine touch. He's picked up quite a number of wickets in the first innings, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, wickets for just 22 runs. He's been an absolute asset. That's driven, but stopped there by the fielder cover. I think that's Yuma Bolagala there.
Morning, Ashwin. So this is second day of the mini battle, and let's hope and see what happens and what we have in store by both teams.
Yes, Anish. Day one was completely dominated by the Thomians at Mount Lavinia here, and Royal trying their best to survive here. 25 for 2, still training by 120 odd runs. Let's see what they can do.
25 for 2 with 11 overs already gone is a risky position for the Royalists, in my opinion.
Yes, Anish. They first have to uh, cover the lead, cover the lead that the Thomians have, and then somehow try and get some total on the board. But in order to do that, they had to have a bit of a bigger net run rate. So we'll see how they do.
Ashwin, in your opinion, what should be the strategy that the Royalists should use today?
At the moment, they should look to stay positive and hammer those loose balls. Unfortunately, Ashen and Yatin both aren't giving those loose balls just yet. But yeah, let's see how things go.
Beautifully bowled.
Once again, passing the outside edge there, the right hand batter.
A huge thank you to the ICT Society of St. Thomas's College in association with the media unit for providing us with this stream. I think compared to yesterday, the wind has increased relatively today, and let's see how that affects the bowlers as well as the batsmen. I think the Thomians are used to playing with this wind, as this is the grounds that they have been playing from small days, and let's see how the Royals perform under these conditions. Loud appeal by the fielders. Umpire says no. The Thomians have a very strong bowling line. When you look at Ashim Pereira, Yakindra, they have very unique styles that aren't seen in school cricket, at least uh, up till now. And this is something that the Thomians are very proud of. Going into big match as well, the big match lineup also has very strong young bowlers like Kavindu Dias and much more. And this is something I think the Thomians are very proud of, to have bowlers of such unique talents with capabilities of taking large number of wickets during said season. And this is something I think Ashwin also can agree on, and how strong of a bowling line the Thomians have. So with us in the commentary box, we're joined by Daniel Thanagam. Daniel, what do you think about the game today?
Another wonderful ball there by Ashin Pereira.
I think no matter how much we spoke about and talk about Ashane's bowling style, his unconventional bowling style is something that messes up and mixes up the batsman.
A loud appeal
And there goes a wicket.
given by the umpire.
Beautifully taken by Ashim Pereira. 5 wickets in the last innings, and here we go again. I think Ashane Pereira's unconventional bowling style is exceptional and phenomenal, and it messes up the batsman to an extent that is very impactful, right?
Yes, Harish. Royal now 25 for 3. Looks like they're in trouble.
All is once again 25 for 3, once again in trouble. We better hope that we can at least have a full day's play today. We were hoping to get the first 11 players to talk a bit after the practices that one. We better hope that the Royals can survive until then.
A huge welcome and a warm welcome to all those watching at home and around the world. Welcome to the mini battle. This is the second day. First day was dominated by the Thomians. Right now, the Royals are under a significant amount of pressure with 25 for 3, 13 overs. Ashim Pereira bowling phenomenally. Let's see what he got in store for us today as well.
Ashin Pereira has been a wonderful player after getting a 5-wicket haul yesterday and also scoring a 50. He has been wonderful out there.
Anish, but I feel like one thing that cannot be ignored is how Yatendra Srivardhana helped Ashim Pereira get those 5 wickets. I think Yatendra Srivardhana applied pressure through the other end with his bouncers and his yorkers and all of that. And I think that played a big role in Ashim Pereira's 5-wicket haul in the first innings.
Yeah, definitely. I think Ashim Pereira and Yakindra are a good combination, a deadly combination for the batsman.
Yes, Anish. They also, by Yatendra Srivardhana putting pressure on the batsman, I think they were trying to take on Ashin Pereira, and that's how most of his wickets came.
One more thing, let's hope the Thomians have this much of bowling power stored in their lineup for big match. I think we have a good lineup for big match throughout the bowlers. Beautifully
A
bowled.
loud appeal.
Loud appeal, but umpire says,
Says no.
no. Beautifully bowled by Ashim Patel. I think Ashin's unconventional style of bowling is one factor that makes the batsman mess up and sort of mess up his style of batting. But moreover, I think it's a fact that Ashim Pereira is bowling because he's a strong bowler and has a well recognized bowler throughout the school cricketing community. And when you have a bowler like that bowling to you, I think it's a little hard for you as a player to bat. For
Wonderfully left there by the batsman.
I think the new batsman Anik, he has to watch the ball very carefully, especially from the pavilion end where Yatinda is bowling, and also Ashen, because Ashen's unconventional action can create problems for him. He should be very watchful towards the first bit of his innings and try and capitalize after.
Ashwin, as a former bowler who still play under 17, um, what do you think as a bowler? How does the wind affect you when playing?
Yeah, most definitely. I think anyone who plays cricket would want to win. No one would want to be on the losing side. And it's the end of the over. Uh, Royal are 25 for 3 at the end of the 13 overs. St. Thomas's College from the middle cheering the Yatinda Sirivardhan and Asham Pereira here. Um, Immense pressure on the two Royals batsmen, Mahapa and Anik. Let's see how they counter attack the Thomian bowlers.
I think if they want a chance to win the game or at least have a foot in winning the game, they should build up a good partnership at this wicket and not lose any more wickets and take this partnership very slow.
I think we also have to commend Soisa's batting. He was very phenomenal yesterday. His batting style was very. It put the Rollies definitely under a lot of pressure. And then we have Ashim Pereira, who scored a 50, which is something that is really important in a cricketer's career, in my opinion. A 50 at a match of this level, at least in Thomian cricketing, one of the highest levels, playing in the mini battle. As a second 11 player and scoring a 50 is very important, and I think Ashim Pereira is probably very proud of himself for that.
Yeah, I mean, Asham Pereira was the highest run scorer for the Thomian team in this match, and he was also the highest wicket taker with a 5-wicket haul. So most definitely, I think we all know who's gonna be the man of the match in this match.
Another wonderful ball there.
And solidly
By-
defended there by Mapa. Apologies, Anik.
I think what the Royals are trying to do here is try and squeeze in small amounts of runs without trying to go for those bigger shots, retaining more wickets before lunch. So let's see how this goes.
Another wonderful single taken there by Royal. I think they should take more singles like that so they can have a good step in the game.
I think that the maximum amount of wickets that the Royals could lose by lunch could be maximum of 2. I feel like if they lose any more than 2, then I think the Reed Gunasekara shield would be retained by the Thomians. So Royal should definitely try to minimize. No wickets would be great actually by lunch. So let's see how it goes. A good bumper there by Yatinda Srivardhana, bowling with his full heart here. He bowled a 9 over spell yesterday, his opening spell, and coming back today with the same aggression. Honestly, exceptional stuff today by him.
The Thomians have a 117 run lead here. Let's see if they can maintain a lead like that and try and get the Royalists all out.
I think it's definitely visible that the Royalists are trying to push for many runs as possible without risking the wicket. But let's see how it goes. I think right now what the Royal mindset is probably is to stick to a single pace and try to get those runs slowly but steadily. Because going fast and not getting the runs, uh, going fast and getting the runs is much worse than going steadily, getting those smaller runs but retaining wickets. I think the main priority here is to retain wickets rather than going for bigger number of larger number of runs.
I think one thing that the Royals are doing different from the first innings is that they are looking to push for singles. By doing that, the pressure the pressure is not created. So once again, a good single there by Mapa. They are tapping and running, which is really good here, and they're putting pressure on the fielders in the inner circle.
Yeah, because yesterday most of the Royal wickets went off them trying to hit those big shots and then getting caught from the outfield.
Ashwin, I see that the Tomians are bringing more slips. I think they're trying to be a little bit more aggressive with their bowling. And I feel like when you have Ashwin Pereira, more slips is really beneficial for the Tomians bowlers as well.
Once again, a good flick shot there by Anik.
They squeeze in two. Squeeze in.
That's a four there by Anik. A good shot there, good flick shot there.
And a wonderful effort by the fielder there to stop the boundary, but sadly it went over. A good effort there by Thomians. They saved one run, but the Royalists, I think they took 3 runs there. Some good batting here by the Royalists. A loud appeal, but the umpire says no.
Daniel, I think you can definitely agree that there is quite a few number of supporters today supporting the Thomian side, and the number is increasing throughout the day.
So of course, Anish. Yesterday also we saw that there was a good number of support for the Thomians. Wonderfully defended there by the Royalists.
I think the main priority here for the Thomian side is to try and get those Royalists out under 100 runs and try and go after try and score more than 100 again like yesterday in order to create a significant impact.
A strong appeal, and the umpire says no. And at the end of the over, the Thomians are 36 for 3.
I think throughout yesterday and at the beginning of today, I think we have seen a phenomenal amount of talent in cricket with juniors who have been performing very well throughout yesterday as well. I think this is really, really.
I also feel like Anish, we have to admire Dhiran D'Silva's captaincy here. He's being a very good captain. Uh, he got all bundle off 49 yesterday and scored quick. I think he would have given the signal to score quick and enforced Royal to go for the second innings.
For sure, Ashwin. I think
And his plans went perfectly. Where they got 2 wickets of Royal yesterday. For 0
yes,
runs.
definitely, Ashwin. And I think another thing is he's probably a very proud captain. 49 all out the Royalists, and they managed to hit 100 and 152, if I'm not mistaken. The Thomians managed to hit 152. Sorry, my bad, 192. Very proud captain, and Ashwin Pereira. A team comprised of Ashwin Pereira and much more is a very strong team, and this is something that I think would reflect how the Royal-Thomian also, the big match also would go. I think right now Thomians have shown a lot of good fielding capabilities and shown what their fielding talent is made of. Ashwin, you have been following the second 11 for quite a long time. What
Yes,
do you
Anish.
think about the gameplay right now? How have they been performing?
Yeah, Anish, I think their top performer is obviously Sadev Soisa, as we were saying before. He has 450 plus runs. In fact, he's off 92 runs against, I think, Trinity, if I'm not Trinity, St. Joseph's, if I'm not mistaken. I think he's once again a good leave there by Mahapa.
I think right now, after yesterday, the Royals have probably got their strategy together.
Yeah,
They're
the
performing.
Royalists honestly look a bit more comfortable than what they were yesterday, because yesterday they were all over the place. They didn't know what socks to play, what socks not to play.
I think by yesterday at this point there was about five wickets fallen. Today they're performing even better. And shout out to our largest supporter. Kois is here on the field again. One of the biggest supporters, Ashwin. Deadly ball by
I
Yakindra.
have here the crowds building up, but unfortunately I don't see much Royal supporters here. I think they've already given up. Nothing really about Royal here. There we have our biggest supporter, Koi is there. He was there yesterday for the whole time. He came at 9:30 and stayed until 5:30. There he waving the St. Thomas's flag again. St. Thomas's biggest supporter there.
I think we also have to commend the support staff of STC for bringing up the grounds to this amount of.
Sanish, in fact, it's very difficult to maintain this ground here. It's a big ground, especially with the sea and the wind.
Moreover, I feel like this is the grounds that loud appeal. Umpire says no. I think, like we were discussing earlier, this is the grounds where a lot of cricketers are born from. They grow up in these grounds. We see cricketers like Kalana Pereira. Immense amount of talent is grown from here, and this is something very important.
We have the likes of Kalana Pereira, Jeevan Mendes. Jeevan Mendes, a 2019 World Cup player. We have college tricks there on your screen. Yeah, they've all come to support today. The crowd for St. Thomas is looking quite big.
I think a big
I feel
reason.
like it will only increase.
I think a big
See
reason
much, loyal
for
supporters here.
yeah, Ashwin. I think a big reason for the immense amount of supporters here is because of the fact that this is the starting point of the big match. This is where the big match fever begins, and until the third day of big match, this big match fever will continue, I guess.
Yeah, Nation, obviously we're on top here, so I think they'll want to come and support our boys or anything. Seem to be a very good chance for St. Thomas's to bounce on here against the Royalists.
I think this is also a really good amount of exposure for the big match for these cricketers, as most of them are playing in this amount of crowd in a long time, because the previous mini battles as well as the previous big match have been held with no crowd. So this is a good exposure for them, in my opinion.
And Anish, unfortunately for the Royalists, the day looks good. I don't think that there'll be any possibility of rain here.
Indeed, Ashwin. So that's 37 for 3, 17 overs. We have Ashwin bowling. I think right now what Dhiren is doing is using Ashwin and Yakindra with a slip lineup that's sort of very aggressive, in my opinion.
Yeah, Anish, and I feel like we have a lot of spin options. We have Dhiran De Silva, who's our main bowler, obviously.
Yes,
Who's our main spin bowler, apologies. And we also have the likes of Adhikaram, who bowls part-time leg spin. The likes of Darian Diego, who bowled right arm off spin. I know he also got a wicket there in the first innings. We have quite a lot of bowling options, but I feel like Dhiran De Silva is planning on going with Ashen Pereira and Ratana Sirivardhana because they got eight wickets in between them. A loose shot there by the Royals batsman Anik, but he manages to get a run there. He managed to get two there. Sorry.
I think what you just saw on the field where the Thomians were helping the Royalists was something that sort of shows how good of sportsmanship we have here. I think that is something that builds up not only relationships between schools, but also shows us what the Royal-Thomian truly stands for.
A solid defense there by Anik. We have the drinks break here. Honestly, Royal has done pretty well today. Just losing one wicket. Let's hope that they can keep it that way until the lunch break. Hello everyone. In case you're just tuning in, Royal is 37 for 3 after 18 overs, and they've given a pretty good comeback after being 0 for 2 yesterday. Uh, so yeah, let's see how things go. A loud appeal there, but unfortunately nothing by the umpire. Good shot there by Mapa. Unfortunately, straight to the fielder. Even in the first innings, we saw that Mapa played some really good shots, but unfortunately, he wasn't able to get the required result for those runs. I think he's wasn't exactly able to find the gap. Let's
Probably
not really defend and try to get some runs on the board.
And we are also joined here by Gavin Walpola.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning, Gavin. So I think you've been watching the match yesterday and today as well. So throughout yesterday as well as today, what is the difference you see in the Royal's batting style and the batting lineup?
Today, today's
Sorry about that. Small technical difficulty. All right, Gan, what do you think about the batting lineup and the batsmen compared to yesterday and today? The Royals batsmen, to be specific.
Yeah, I think compared to yesterday, Royal is doing a much better job today, and the run rate is looking to increase. So hopefully, if Royal continue this run rate, I think they'll have a good track at winning this.
So Anish, what do you think about the pitch here?
Right now, I think the Royals should just continue what they're doing. At this rate, I think they can do something better than what they did yesterday. So when we look at the pitch, I think it's compared to yesterday, the cracks are opening up, and it's better for the bowlers, but a little hard for the batsmen to read it. I think the pitch is good for spinners, and this is something that I think the spinners can take advantage of. So, Gayan, you have been playing cricket for a while, especially on the big club. Thank you, Gayan. And with that, we still have Ashin bowling. And we have a change in the commentary box with Ashwin Pereira taking over. Ashwin, over to you, Ashwin.
Vashan Pereira once again into his 11th over. Been bowling long spells here with Yatindra Sirivardhana. Let's see how he goes. It's a wicket there by Vashan Pereira. Beautifully bowled. It's his third wicket there. St. Thomas is on fire right here. The fourth wicket falls for Royal College. Only 40 runs on the board yet. As you can see all the prefects running here. Absolute scenes here at St. Thomas's College, Mount Lavinia. Ashim Pereira on absolute fire. 8 wickets in the match so far for him. He'll definitely most likely want to make it a 10 for. 4 wickets down for the Royals just for 40 runs. Unfortunately for Mapa, he has to depart. The new batsman for the Royalist from the Royalist camp, Polano. Let's hope that Polano can do something here. Something magical from the Royalist camp is expected today. Let's hope that we can get something today. Good ball first up there by Ashen and a good fielding effort there. Brilliant stuff by the all-round Thomian there.
Morning, Siobhan. With us here today, we have Siobhan. Again, joining us in the commentary box. Sure, what do you think about the game today compared to yesterday? The Royals batting line and how they've been performing today.
Morning, Anish. Nice to be back here at the big club grounds at the school by the sea. I'm impressed by the Royal College batting lineup. They've been able to recover much better than the first innings display. But I must say, Ashen Pereira's bowling has been exceptional. He was consistent with his lines and length. And of course, I must commend the Thomian fast bowling unit. They've come in with just two pace bowlers, but they've been able to bowl those consistent lines and lengths, force the ball to swing away from the batsman. And perhaps you could see Umal Bollagal coming on to bowl later on in the day.
So Shevan, what do you think about Yatindra and Ashen's fast bowling duo? I mean, we saw in the first innings how Yatindra and Ashen both managed to bowl 10 plus overs in one spell, and once again we see Yatindra coming in with his same aggression as he was in the first over, and it's his 11th over.
Yeah, I must say Ashen and Sirivardhan are very fit. And of course, you usually expect two orthodox pace bowlers to open the bowling attack in an innings match like this. But I'm impressed that Ashen Pereira's bowling action, which is quite unconventional, uh, has been able to sort of help the Thomians with that natural leg cutters that he's been bowling from the time he's been playing cricket.
Another beautiful ball by Ashen there. Sean, I think, like we were discussing yesterday as well, we have a very good junior lineup in Thomian cricketing, I think.
I wonder whether you are referring to Sadev Soisa, Dinet Piris, and Lithum.
Yes, indeed. And we have people like S.R. Pereira, who are very talented and have a lot of capabilities in the bowling lineup as well as batting.
Yes, certainly. We've seen Abid Paranavidana playing first 11 cricket, and he's a promising left arm spin bowler. And very rarely do you find left arm orthodox bowlers playing school cricket. That's very rare to find, but perhaps in Thomaser should look out for a few more left arm pace bowlers as well to give that unique angle.
Yeah, unfortunately, we couldn't see the likes of S.R. Pereira because the Royals are bundled out in 29 overs. But hopefully, the Royals will survive long enough so that we can see the likes of S.R. Pereira, just a 15-year-old.
We have with us in the commentary box a well-known singer, Gayan Piris. Gayan, what do you think about the batting display of the Royal side? Yeah, it's looking good for the Royalists compared to yesterday. I think the strike rate is slowly but surely increasing. So I think the Royalists would look to draw this match if they
I
continue this strike rate.
Definitely, Gayan. I think we have to commend Gayan's all-round skills. He's a cricketer, he's a singer, and he's also a musician. Talented cricketer. He has been playing in this grounds for a long time. And I think, as we were discussing with him earlier, the condition of playing in a grounds like this with the wind molds players and makes players bowling as well as batting easy when they go into the grounds like SSC and whatnot.
Yes, Anish, having played a match previously this week, we noticed that the wicket is green and
Huge appeal by
there's not
the
been much of a
fielders.
carry here. But looks like there's a good carry to the batsman. And the greenish wicket is supporting the pace bowlers, and that's been very evident.
Yeah, and Siobhan, we also have to commend the Thomian supporters here. Huge number of supporters. The college prefects and largest supporter, biggest supporter, Kois, is here with us on the pitch. Uh,
Anish, there's one thing unique about this Royal-Thomian encounter. Not only the cricket match, but even the rugger matches, the water polo encounters, rowing, etc. And that is the fact that we have a friendly rivalry. And I guess you could title that some sort of a brotherhood that is unique to both schools.
Indian Siobhan, I think that was visible a couple of minutes ago in this match itself, where the Thomian wicketkeeper was helping the batsman with his pads, with his gear, and this is something that reflects what true Royal Thomian spirit is.
Once again, a brilliant delivery there by Ashim Pereira. One difference between the Royalist bowlers and the Thomian bowlers is that the Thomian bowlers have been very consistent with the line and lengths, whereas the Royal bowlers are all over the place, and since allowing the Thomian batsmen to score fast.
Pitched on the up, that was a half volley. I think the Royalists are trying to be very defensive, and they aren't trying to maximize those loose deliveries, which is good in a way because obviously Royal would be aiming to draw this match and bat out as much as possible because chasing down a lead of 150, at least 150, is tough when they've already lost 4 wickets and they've been demolished in the first innings. Look, Ashen Pereira is able to get a natural leg cutter, and in that case, I believe he should be bowling a few back of a lane deliveries instead of bowling half volleys because that doesn't give him time to actually cut the ball, and that makes it all the more easy and convenient for the batsman to just tuck it down to point or even just block it. And of course, Thomasers is waiting for the Royalists to make one mistake and just lose their wickets.
Good shot there by Anik. a good cover drive there.
The Thomians are very energetic in the field, and that's something very good we've noticed today. Yesterday they were a bit sloppy, especially in the slip cordon, but today looks like they've improved themselves.
We have Parana on strike here. He still hasn't gotten off the mark. Once again, good line and length there by Ashem Pereira.
He was not in control of that.
Unfortunately, no runs given.
Tried to just push that away from his body, giving him absolutely no space for a good follow through. And had that been a little quicker delivery, I'm sure that would have carried all the way to point.
So, Shevan, what do you think the Royalists should do? Like, what do you think they should try and do? Like, should they go for a defensive strategy, or do you think they should look to make runs?
Defensive but positive at the same time. We have young Disha Nayaka here in the commentary box. A couple of moments ago, he was learning the game of cricket, and I'm told that the wicket, he tells me that the wicket is quite flat and good for spinners. Quite impressive, young Disha Nayaka.
Indeed, Shawan.
Once again, Yatendra Sirivardhana coming in for his 12th over. Impressive stuff by this young gun. Run out chance here. Unfortunately, nothing there.
Both Royal College and St. Thomas's have produced exceptional men in society. People who have gone up to take leadership in different aspects in this country.
Good defensive shot. A good defensive shot there by Anik once again. But unfortunately, I think that they haven't managed to score much runs within the past 5 to 6 overs. Before with Mapa and Anik, at least they were pushing for the singles, but unfortunately they are locked in with 42 for 4. But at least they're not losing any wickets. So let's see how this goes. Loud appeal there by Yatendra Sirivardhana, but unfortunately nothing given by the umpire there. We have here the whole Thomian crowd, including sub-warden, warden, our headmistresses. Everyone's coming here to watch the match here. Interesting match here going on. Attend to Sirivardhan running in. We see a silly point field being introduced by the Thomians. I think this is a very good strategy going forward because the Royalists seem to be defending at the to survive in order for survival. And the young aspect SR Pereira is coming into bowl. This is first we'll see him coming into bowl because he couldn't bowl in the first innings, unfortunately. I think this is a good tactic here by Dylan De Silva, the captain of the second 11. Let's see how this goes for him. A good delivery first up by Shamil Pereira. Also goes by the name as Hava, which is what our whole school knows him as. Because he looks like one a bit. A good ball there again. Seems to be getting the rhythm straight up, just like Dylan did in the first innings. I don't think the Royalist batter knows how to counter-attack him. Clearly, I don't think he's been able to pick him yet. A good leave there by the Royalist batsman, and a good ball as well. So Shevon, there seems to be some turn on the pitch here today, but I didn't see much of it yesterday. Do you think that will be another threat for the Royalist batsman today?
Probably Ashwin, but we haven't seen the Royalists.
He's gone. He's gone.
That's the pitch
SR
wicket.
Pereira, the 15-year-old, gets another wicket straight up. Just his third ball. Brilliant stuff here. Royal 5 down here. Things not looking good for the Royalists here. Purna gone for a duck. He was in so much pressure. Unfortunately, no runs scored for him. Brilliant ball. They are looped up by the by SR Pereira. As you can see, the Royal is in deep trouble once again. Innings loss coming towards them. Let's see what they can do, if they can produce some sort of miracle here. Just 5 more wickets here for the Thomians. Let's hope that they can take it fast. I don't think that the Royalists will be looking now to get the deficit. I think they'll just look to defense and try and survive the full day if they could. Let's hope that they'll be hoping that the rain will come and at least save them from something. Oh, absolute beautiful stuff by SR, the new batter. Pereira here. He came in at number 5 in the first innings, but he's been demoted to number 7. I think the Royalists have shuffled up the batting order. The Royalists once again in trouble, just as they were in the first innings. They're hoping new ball into the deck. Darian Diego, right arm off spinner. He's our main off spinner in the Thomian side. He's been in amongst the wickets. Yeah, Dylan De Silva using his options very well, very carefully. The right arm leg spinner from Vaughan's end, and Darian Diego from the Pavilion end. Things are looking very dangerous for the Royalist batsman at the moment. Good ball there by Darian Diego, a bit short, but let's. This is first ball. So hope he gets his line and length consistent from here. So again we have Darian Diego coming. Right arm off spinner to the right hand batsman. A rare misfield there by the Thomian fielder, but unfortunately it didn't cost any runs though. Good ball there by Darian Diego. Seems to be very consistent with line and length. That's the end of the over. St. Thomas are 43 for 5 at the end of 18 overs. The man of the series, Arit Adhikaram. He's a fourth generation player, father of Naresh Adhikaram, captain of 1978. Once again, a brilliant ball there by Shannon Pereira. He's expected to be one of the best when he's older. Still only 14 years of age, turning 15 this year. Right arm leg spinner. Good effort there by Sachitra Gurusingha. Yeah. So apologies, Yumal Bollagala. That's a good shot there by the Royalist batsman. Good fielding effort there by Sachitra Gurusingha. Bro, jayate. Pereira yet to get off the mark here. One difference between day 1 and day 2 is that today the spinners seem to be getting some turn today, especially the right arm leg spinner. A loud appeal and given. Once again, the second wicket there by the young leg spinner. Brilliant ball in there. You can't play those shots for the right arm leg spinner there with the ball turning outside. And that's a 6 wicket for the Royalist. Once again, then deep trouble. 48 for 6. At the end of 25 overs, just 4 more wickets for St. Thomas's Royalist to get.
I think the Thomian certainly have the Royals on the back foot here with the score at 48 for the loss of 6 wickets. They'll be looking to wrap this up pretty quickly this morning, as we see Shanil Pereira seems to be holding a good line and length this morning, enticing the false shot with the Royalist batsman.
I think a winning innings victory is definitely on the cards here for the Thomians here, Sam.
Yes, definitely, Ashan. I think the way it's going, Thomians would expect to have the Royalists bundled out probably within this session or the beginning of the next session. I think as long as they keep doing what they've been doing, get their basics right and hit the right line and length, they'll be able to get these last few wickets in quick succession.
Sam, from a Royalist perspective, if you were the captain of the Royalist team right now, what would you encourage to do?
I think at this point, I think the best that the Royalists could hope for would be to go for a draw and try to bat out the rest of the day. It would be a tough ask from here, but as we know, nothing is impossible in cricket. And I think if they can really hold their nerve and look to play good cricket, just get their basics right, play the right shots, not look to go for any false strokes, I think they'll be able to better the rest of the day, but it will be a tough ask given the situation currently.
Once again, a brilliant ball there by Shannon Pereira. He seems to be in very control in just his second over with his line and lengths. Darian Diego once again in the attack. He will definitely most likely want to take the wickets of Anik and Khalid.
I think this is a good opportunity for Darian, especially with the left hand on strike, getting those close in fielders in, enticing. As we see the batsman going over the top, over mid wicket, and it races
It's a
away to
good
the
shot
boundary
there.
for 4.
Good shot there by Anik. But I don't think Darian Diego will be too affected by it because I don't think runs matter at this point.
Yes, indeed, Ashwin. I think that is exactly what Darian was hoping for, to get the batsman to go over the top and play against the spin. I don't think he'll be too rattled by that because that was a risk on the part of the batsman, and there could have been a possibility of a top edge as well.
That's a brilliant comeback ball there by Darian Diego, beating the outside edge of the batsman.
I think Darian can afford to do just that. Toss the ball up and try to entice the batsman into playing a false shot. As you can see, runs are not a problem for the Thomians as they are ahead by almost close to 100 runs still.
Who's commenting? You? I want to comment it? No, bro. I'll ask you some question. Who's the highest wicket taker?
I'll do
Who's
it.
the highest wicket taker?
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Who's the highest wicket taker?
Yes, I'll do it. Slightly held back there by Darian as the batsman goes onto the back foot. Cuts it for no run.
How many wickets is there?
So you can see the mid-off and mid-on being pushed back a bit.
What's the last match?
Possibly hoping for the batsman to
Yeah.
go for a false shot and maybe be caught out there.
You
How
also
many
see miraculous win, bro.
Hmm?
We won that, bro.
No, this. Tell me about this bit.
This match.
No. Dairy.
Dairy.
How many wickets does he have? In how many matches?
Nicely bowled once again by
Brilliant ball
Darian.
there by Darian
This
Diego
brings us to
and
the
well
end
left
of
by
the
the
over.
batsman.
The Royalist total stands at 52 runs for the loss of 6 wickets. So we are joined now by Jaden. Jaden, what do you think of the situation of the game right now?
We have been on the front for the whole of the game, so hopefully we can continue it and end them off before lunch, since Royal are not giving that much of a fight.
We see Shanil continuing. Full toss by Shanil, flicked away for a single.
Once again, just some information is that Shanil Pereira is the highest wicket taker of the second 11 cricket team and is only 14 years of age. So when he's held, I feel like he'll be main threat to all the batsmen and will be one of the gems of Thomian cricket.
It'll be interesting to see how Shanil bowls the left hand now with one slip and a still mid on in.
Sam, one thing missing from this game is that I don't see any royalist here. I feel like there is absolutely no one here, and I wonder why.
Yes, indeed, I would have expected a bigger turnout from the Royalists. Perhaps as the day progresses, the crowd would start to build up. As we've seen, pushed again, once again to mid on for a single. The score stands at 54 runs for the loss of 6 wickets for the Royalists. I think this is a good field setting by Captain Diran, as with 2 slips in and a silly mid off to the right hander, especially with the ball turning away, could create some opportunities and build pressure on him. But nicely driven away for a single. Misfield that mid off by Anuk, but no harm done as it's just a single taken. As they defended off the back foot for no run. Comes down the track and drives it away through the offside. And the ball races away to the boundary for 4. Brilliantly played
Good
by the
shot there
Royals.
by Anik. Unfortunately, a bit of a loose ball there by the leg spinner.
Nicely bowled there by Shanil, left alone by the batsman.
That's the end of the over. The Royals are 59 for 6 at the end of 27 overs. The Royals are still trailing by 84 runs. Unfortunately, I don't think that it's possible to get those 84 runs.
But Ashwin, as we know, anything is possible in cricket,
Yeah,
and
miracles are
I think if the Royalists can
possible.
hold their nerve, they'll be able to try to avoid this, try to get over this innings deficit.
think one thing that cannot be ignored by the by us is that Yatindra Sirivardhana and Asham Pereira bowled two 11-over spells, and I think with these conditions, it's really hot out here. And I think that coming in and bowling with the same aggression and pace is something that requires a lot of fitness, and a lot of Thomian grit was shown in that.
Nicely driven through the covers for a single.
Brilliant effort there by Yatindra Sirivardhana.
We are joined once again by Jaden here.
Yeah, just to speak about the individuals in our team, Thomian team, that Yatindra has been sensational with the new ball so far this season. He's been doing a good job for us. Followed up by Ashane Pereira, who got 5 wickets in the first innings. Half a chance there for Adhikaram. Well bowled by Derry.
Comes down the ground and brilliantly driven to mid-on for a
A
single.
good fielding effort there, the Thomian fielder.
That's an perfect example of what the Royalists should be looking to do, using their feet and to counteract the spin of Darian and Sanil. Huge appeal there and not given by the umpire.
That was a tight one there. Just sliding down leg, I feel. Well bowled there by Derry and Diego.
The ball once again, loud appeal, but not given. I think the Thomians really seem to be putting the pressure on the Royalists at this moment.
He's keeping a tight line here, Derry. Forcing the batsman to make a mistake.
As I said earlier, Jaden, I think the Royalists really should be looking to use their feet to the spinners and push the singles and keep rotating the strike.
That is
Adhikaram at short leg. As we see the batsman flick it away, and that is an absolute stunner by Adhikaram.
That is absolutely brilliant, Sam. That was a stunning catch by Adhikaram. He took off there.
By Adhikaram. Couldn't do much with the bat, but beautiful catch there by Adhikaram.
Job nearly done for St. Thomas's.
I think that's exactly what pressure does. Darian bowling a good line and length, and so did Chanil. and that built up the pressure on the Royalists and caused them to play a false shot, which brought their downfall. As we see Ashen Pereira being brought back into the attack.
Asen Pereira was in brilliant form in the first innings, taking 5 wickets. Let's hope. I think the Thomians would hope that he brings in some of that magic again today as he comes into the attack. Royalists really have to be careful here.
St. Thomas going for the kill here. 3 more wickets needed.
We're 61 for the loss of 7 wickets. This is after 22 overs on day 2.
Who would be the pick of the man of the match for you, Sam?
I think it's no question that it would be Ashen Pereira at this point, but picking up 5 wickets in the first innings and his brilliant half century and 3 wickets so far in the second innings as well. I think Ashen Pereira would no doubt be the pick of the bowlers, pick of the players this game. As we see, Roy is trying to sneak in a quick single, and a misfield there allows them to get through for the single.
Royal need to score 150 plus if they want any chance of this match. Let's keep in mind that rain might interfere during the evening. So St. Thomas will look to finish the job before lunch.
I think from the Royalist perspective, I think they really need to look to dig deep and just try to bat out the rest of the day as much as possible by not looking to take too much risk, but just holding their nerve while also keeping the scoreboard ticking over.
It will take a miracle from here for Royal, but they should give it a try. As the shield is already with St. Thomas, they have nothing to lose.
Ball by Ashen Pereira, once again hitting those line and lengths, and nicely defended by the Royalists.
Now I'm joined by Dinet Piris. What's your outlook on the session?
We have had a good start in this match with the first innings being Royal being bowled out for 49, and we in return getting 192 and doing so well. So now it's up for Royal to try go for some runs and try to draw the match and play towards the evening.
Dinet Piris, 4th generation of the Pirises.
Nicely bowled and put down at silly mid-off by Harit Adhikaram.
Oh, that was a
Those chances are never easy at close in. But as we saw him take a brilliant catch in the previous over by Darian, he would have expected to have taken that.
That
Nevertheless, a good effort and brilliant bowling by Darian Diego.
that was very much catchable for Adhikaram. He's very reliable in those positions. Should have been taken.
Comes down
Good
the
stop
track
there
and
by Anik.
yes, Ashwin, as I said earlier, I think the key for the Royalists would be to use their feet to the spinners to counteract the spin. As we see, whenever they've been stuck on the crease is when the opportunities have been created for a wicket. But whenever they've used their feet, they've been able to push the singles and put the pressure back on the Thomians.
Beautiful ball there by Daniel Diego. Once again, been very consistent with the line and lengths.
Nicely bowled once again, just beating the outside edge of the batsman. I think Darian has done brilliantly to hold his line and length and still cut away for a single for the Royalists. She bowled once again and well fielded. The man at short extra cover. At the end of the 30th over, the Royalists total stands at 64 runs for the loss of 7 wickets. Anuk on 30 not out and Dinura on 1 not out.
Anuk. Anuk's really looking like a bit of a miracle for the Royal side. He's hung on to his wicket for so long, and I think the Royal is really hoping he can stay till the end of the day. Just keep that wicket and keep it going for Royal. At this point, I think they just need to leave every ball that they can leave. Although that is quite hard to predict for how the ball may turn, how it may swing, but they just need to defend what they can and they need to leave what they can. Just play towards the draw.
Into the attack is the new bowler Devanarayan. He will be replacing Shanil Pereira, the left arm leg spinner.
Nicely bowled there by Anuk and defended by the Royalists. Ball once again, nicely defended.
The Thomian camp looks on top here. Just 3 more wickets to get in order to retain the Reid Gunasekara Challenge Trophy.
think Anuk seems to be holding a good line and length. The Thomians is building the pressure on the Royalist batsman.
One thing that has to be admired is the Thomian captaincy by Dylan De Silva. He's one of the most experienced. He's also played the mini battle in 2020.
As he defended once again, and at the end of the 31st over, the Royalist total stands at 64 runs for the loss of 7 wickets. Anuk on 30 not out and Dinura on 1 not out. As the defender off the back foot for no run. On the track by Anuk as he goes over the top and the ball races away to the boundary for 4. I think the real standout for the Royalists has been the innings of Anuk as he goes on to 34 not out at the moment. I think this is just what the Royalists needed, this kind of an innings to try to hold the innings together.
Actually, one thing that has to be admired is the fighting spirit of Anuk. Whereas no one else has performed, he has held his ground.
Definitely, Ashwin. I think the moment the Royalists will be hoping for Anuk to replicate something like what Mahinda Halangora did in the centenary Battle of the Blues, holding the nerve for the Thomians and taking them over to a draw. I think that's what the Royalists would be hoping for, just that from Anuk.
And another thing that Anuk has done well is that he hasn't decided to defend the ball. He's decided also to play his shots and rotate the strike, which I think is good, Sam.
Yes, definitely, Ashwin. I think he's done really well to rotate the strike and push for the singles, not always go for the boundaries, but he's done well to keep the scoreboard ticking over. Nicely bowled by Darian as he beats the outside edge and loud appeal but not given by the umpire. Probably a bit too high, I would say. Maybe just going over the stumps. Nicely bowled once again by Darian, left alone by the batsman.
At the end of 31 overs, Royal is 69 for 7.
Shanil Pereira brought back into the attack. Young mystery spinner.
Interesting tactic by the Thomian captain. He's removed Anuk from the end after just an over, and he's brought SR Pereira back into the attack.
Personally, I think this is a good move by Thomian captain Diran. As as we know, wrist spinners such as Sanil Pereira are always wicket takers, and with Thomians needing just 3 wickets, I think it's worth taking the risk now as they have enough runs in the bank.
Long lane from Shanil Pereira. He should push the batsman forward. Make him play on the front foot with pressure by Arith Adhikara Matsili.
Yes, definitely, Jaden. I think Thomian shouldn't allow those easy singles for Anuk as he's able to easily rotate the strike. Wicket delivery there by Shanil Pereira. It drifted into the pads but flicked away by the batsman. No run. That sweep there, but missed by the Royalist batsman.
Good intent but by Royal. They should be looking to score quick runs.
So I certainly think that shot was on with the ball turning in, but he needs to pick the right delivery to go after.
Well bowled there by Shanil.
Outside edge, and the batsman sneaked through for a single. I think, Jaden, that with the new batsman on strike, especially, I think the Thomians could look to add in an extra slip there to put the additional pressure on the Royalists, as we see with their outside edge going to no man's land.
Yeah, for sure. They should maybe bring another silly as well. They should put full pressure on the new batsman here. They should not let those easy singles go.
I think one positive from that is that now Dinura, the new batsman, would be on strike to face the informed Darian Diego on the other end.
Derry and Diego will continue the bowling here.
Nicely bowled by Darian, sliding the ball, giving it a bit of extra air. I think that's the exact line and length he needs to persist with to, to induce a fall shot by the batsman.
And that's put away there. It's going towards the boundary line. Well fielded there by Manit Fernando.
There was a poor delivery by Darian, full toss on the pads, easily put away by the batsman.
Two shot by Darian, single taken by the Royalists.
I think Thomians are losing the plot here by Darian giving away those loose deliveries and allowing the batsman to rotate the strike freely. First one was the ideal line and length, but after that he's been bowling either too full or too short. The only thing did.
Yeah, I think he should definitely bring the ball, pitch it up to the batsman. He has enough of time to get to the back foot and push it to covers. Advance
Nicely
there. Protection is there by Shanil Pereira.
played by Anuk on the bounce to the field at mid-on for a single. I think one thing we've seen a highlight of Anuk's innings has been he's been not afraid to use his feet right throughout. He's been willing to go down the track to the bowler and either hit him over the top or on the ground to mid-off and mid-on.
Yeah, the Royalists should take him by example and use their feet more, since too short again there by Derry.
Easily cut away to deep extra cover for a single. At the end of the 32nd over, the Royals total stands at 76 runs for the loss of 7 wickets. Nicely bowled by Shanil Pereira and left alone by Dinura.
Sam, do you think the pace should be introduced back into the attack?
I think then maybe the Thomians could persist a couple more overs with the spinners, and if nothing seems to be happening, maybe go back to Ashen Pereira and Yatin Sirivardhana, who've been bowling pretty well with the newish ball.
Yeah, there's no doubt the pace have been the standout. They've been moving that new Duke ball.
Flicked away to deep mid wicket for a single as Anuk comes back on strike.
Well bowled there, forcing him on the front foot. That's the line that the Thomians should bowl.
Interesting to see in the last couple of overs, the Thomians have moved the silly mid on to a backward short leg. As we see another brilliantly bowled ball by Shanil Pereira, left alone by Anuk.
Do you think that the Tomians could be a bit more offensive with their field settings?
You see it nicely played by Anuk over the top. And a misfield there at mid on by Yumal Bollagol as the ball races away to the boundary for 4. Nicely played there by Anuk. She moves on to 41. Yes, getting back to your question, Jaden, I think the Tomians could be a bit more aggressive, especially towards Dinura. But I think the field setting to Anuk seems to be okay at the moment. But I feel that they could look to attack Dinura a bit more, get a maybe one more slip in there. He'll-
Just as we speak about him, Yatinda Sirivardhana brought back into the attack.
Indeed, Jaden, I think this may be a good move for the Tomians to change the pace of the game a bit as they've been operating with the two spinners the last few overs, and the Royalists seem to be getting comfortable with that. Good change made by Duran De Silva.
Left alone there by Dinura.
This is a good move by the Tomians, having two slips and a gully to the new batsman, especially.
Well bowled there by Yatindra.
Speed in the outside edge of the batsman. I think Yatindra, if he continues to hold those lines and lengths, he'll be able to pick up this wicket soon.
Yatindra attacking the stumps.
We see a small change in the field at point moving to square leg.
I think that's an indication that he will be bowling more wicket to wicket. Good Yorker there by Yatindra.
Then, as you said, we see Yatindra attacking the stumps.
The good fight back here by Anuk on behalf of the Royalists. It's fighting innings here. Oh, right in the ribs there. Well bowled there by Yatindra. That will definitely leave a bruise there.
I see ball once again by Atendra. Defended for no run by Dinura.
That's the end of the over. Royal 81 for the loss of 7. Shane Pereira brought back into the attack as well.
Leg side by Ashen. Think he really needs to keep it to the right line and length. Maybe ball outside the off stump or wicket to wicket. As we see the field set towards the offside with two slips in place. Backward point, extra covers and mid off.
As we get closer to the lunch break, Thomians will hope to get another wicket. Shot there. That's gone through.
Brilliant driven by Anuk through extra cover. The ball races away to the boundary for 4. That boundary, Anuk moves on to 45, inching closer to that 50.
Yeah, it will be a well-deserved 50 there for Anuk, because just past the outside edge here.
Good appeal there by the Thomians. I think that's the line that Ashen needs to be bowling. As long as he holds that line, he can build pressure on the batsman and induce that false stroke.
I don't think Ashen will mind giving the single here and bowl to Dinura.
I see ball once again by Ashen. Well defended once again by Anuk for no run.
Tight line here by Ashen Pereira, forcing the batsman to make a mistake. Yet again kept out there by Anuk. And that's the end of the over. we might see one more over before lunch. Yeah. The last over for lunch is going to be bowled by Yatinda Siriwardana.
The Royalists have done pretty well today, just losing 5 wickets in their first session.
Looks like it's not going to be Yatendra. I think Darian Diego is going to be bowling the last over before lunch.
The Thomians would most definitely love to take at least one more wicket before lunch. Let's see what they could do.
You see the Thomians bring another man in close up. Looks like it's the captain Diran coming in to at silly mid off. Silly point in as well. Seems like a good move by the Thomians. 1 over before lunch to the not set batsman Dinura. Ball by Darian.
They bought the deep square leg fielder, short square leg, and I feel like towards this last over, they're bringing all the fielders to put some pressure to somehow take at least Dinura's wicket. Yeah.
Yes, Ashwin, as we see the field that sweeper cover also coming in. As we see long off coming into mid off, and they seem to be trying to put some pressure on Dinura. Maybe try to induce a false stroke at the stroke of lunch. I think it's a good move by the Thomians to put some added pressure on the batsman. As we see another slip coming in. We have 2 slips and man at silly point, silly mid off. 2 fielders are catching. Poor delivery there by Darian. Bowling it a bit too short, allowing the batsman to move on to the back foot. Comfortably hit it to mid off. Interesting to see another man being brought in. Short extra cover. Another man at catching on the offside. Cut away there by Dinura into the gap. And the batsmen are coming back for 2. Complete comfortably. And he knocks him over. Brilliantly bowled by Darian. A bit quicker and he rattles the stumps. And the Thomians would go to lunch with a wicket. Just what they wanted, just what they needed, and just what was created by the pressure. By bringing all the fielders in, they had the Royalists on the back foot, had the batsman under pressure, and brilliant thinking by Captain Diran, and brilliantly executed by the bowler Darian Diego. And with that, the players will take lunch. The Royalist total stands at 87 runs for the loss of 8 wickets.
St. Thomas's, Mount Lavinia, on top here at the big club grounds, 87 for 8 all. They lost 6 wickets, which they couldn't afford to do. Just 2 more wickets for the Thomians to take in the next 2 sessions. And the shield, the Reed Gunasekara trophy definitely seems to be retained by the second 11 St. Thomas's college team.
I think that was a brilliant session by the Thomians. It was just what they needed. They were able to pick up 6 wickets in this morning session. The exact start which they were hoping for today. Now we'll be moving into the lunch break, and please stay tuned as we'll be back in 40 minutes to bring you the next session brought to you by the STC Media Unit and the ICT Society of St. Thomas's College.
Good afternoon, everyone. We welcome you to the second session of the Mini Battle 2023. Joining in with me in the commentary box is Anuk Palyavadana, big match player of 2021. St. Thomas is in a dominant position now. Royal 87 for 8, trailing by 70 odd runs.
Shane Pereira with a total of 8 wickets in the game and also a half century. Contributed immensely over the last 2 days. Also looking at a possible 10 wicket haul here.
St. Thomas's College, Mount Lavinia will have the momentum after taking a wicket off the last ball of the first session.
That's a close one.
A good effort there by the young leg spinner, SR. But unfortunately, he couldn't grab the chance.
Good delivery by Ashim Pereira.
That's a missed chance there at first slip. What would have been Shane Pereira's 4th wicket has gone begging now. Pretty easy chance there at first slip, but unfortunately, the catch wasn't taken.
At the end of the 25th over, Royal is 88 for 8.
St. Thomas's will most definitely want to take these 2 wickets in this session. A brilliant shot there by Anik to bring up his 50. He's been the only Royal batsman, unfortunately. Unfortunately, there has been no one to support him. Let's see what he can do today. so he can someone will stay at his end to convert it to a big one.
Royal is still trailing by 49 runs with 2 wickets left.
Anik Fernando has the responsibility of seeing his team through to a lead here. He's Royals' only chance at the moment. He's batted brilliantly so far.
New batsman Chirat on strike. That's a brilliant delivery by Darian Diego. Darian Diego is searching for his third wicket of the inning. That's a loose delivery there, but good effort by the fieldsman Sajitra Gunasinghe. That's a great shot by Yannick Fernando. One bouncer 4.
I think Anik knows that there is no point in defending around, so I think he's gonna play his shots now. All have reached the 100. Royal have reduced the trail to just 43 runs. Anik will try his best to defend Royal from losing by an innings.
Asham Pereira searching for his fourth wicket. That's a good ball.
Although Chirath is a number 10 batsman, his defense seems to be pretty solid at the moment.
Shane Pereira, the contender for the most valuable player of the match, picked up 5 wickets in the first innings for just 18 runs and then scored a 50 in the Thomian first innings as well. And now he's picked up 3 wickets. 2 away from a match bag of 10. And he's been the pick of the bowlers for the Thomians. Good delivery once again. Consistent line and length from Ashin. Testing the batsman. Royals still trailing by 42 runs in the second innings. And over now the over. St. Royal College, 101 for the loss of 8. Diego to continue from the pavilion end. He's been good. He's extracted a bit of spin off the wicket and he's been consistent with his lines and lengths. Down the ground this time, but straight back to the bowler. Bit of aggression there from the bowler as well. Keeping the intensity up here at the big club grounds.
Anik Fernando has realized that there's no point in hanging around. He needs to take charge to get that lead.
Once again down the ground, this time into the gap. But the fielder cuts it off and it will just be a single.
Poor bowling by Diego on this occasion. When you're 2 wickets away, your consistency needs to be on point. You don't want to give Royal that lead at this moment.
I think the Thomian should look to attack Chirat here. I think he is the least competent out of the two batsmen. Anuk, he's settled in, he's looking good. But Chirat is a new man in. Close call there, trying to cut it away. Was not the length. I think they are being aggressive. There is a silly and a slip in. Trying to test that outside edge of Chirat, the left-hander. It's again driven nicely, but straight to the fielder. It's again good delivery to end the over. And Royal, 102 for the loss of 8. Beautiful shot. And they're coming back for the second. Good work there in the deep. This could be close, but he's safe. Good run in there by the two Royalists. Anik keeping the pace, not letting the bowler settle in. He's obviously looking to attack, trying to get the score moving on.
Royal just 40 runs away from avoiding that innings defeat. Anik Fernando is batting really well over here.
Down the ground this time. And straight to the...
Yeah, it was a one-man show really for Royal College. Anik Fernando has stood out.
Yeah, considering that they're 104, just 44 runs added by his other teammates in total. Anik Fernando, with his wicket, I think the Thomians are just one wicket away from winning the annual mini battle. Ashane Pereira, though, what a player. Picked up 5 wickets in the first innings, 4 wickets in the second, and also has contributed with 50.
Yeah, he's been amazing in the last couple of days. He's bowled really well, batted really well, fielded really well. Very good all-rounder in the making.
Certainly has boosted his chances to play in the 144th Battle of the Blues as well.
Sure.
It's a very interesting action. I think very similar to that of the late Sohail Tanveer.
Yes, he does bowl with the wrong foot. Can be very confusing for batsmen at times.
Certainly can catch the batsman off guard because you're not used to facing this sort of an action. And he has shown his potential here. The Thomians just 1 wicket away from sealing the victory. Ashane to the new man. Big shot! Pressure certainly on the new man here. Yasoda. Not the time you want to come into bat. We're just 1 wicket away. We're still trailing by 39 runs. The Thomians on fire. And Royal College certainly just hoping it rains, I guess, at this stage. I think Yasoda will want to get on to the other end because I think Chirat looks a better batsman and Yasoda has been struggling so far in the 2 deliveries he has faced. Again, Ashane to Yasoda. Back to the middle fielder. Yasoda just riding his luck at this point, hoping that he does not get out. And as you can see, the fans getting ready to celebrate the Thomian victory. Up in the air! Oh, it's put down. Close. Oh, the run out has not been given, but a dropped opportunity there by the point fielder. A valiant effort nevertheless. The fans obviously excited. They thought it was a winning moment, but unfortunately for St. Thomas's, that was not the winning moment. Yatindra Sirivardhana into the attack with the Thomians trying to get their last wicket here. Well, Royal has been totally outplayed by the Thomians here in the annual mini battle. They struggled in both innings, even with the ball. And now Sirivardhana looking for their final wicket. Sirivardhana coming in. Oh, big appeal! Once again, not given. But you can just sense the fear in the Royalists at this stage. They're just trying to not get out with a Thomian victory certainly on the cards. It's moments away. Yasoda certainly does not seem to have the confidence with the bat. I think primarily a bowler. And at this stage, just trying his level best to not get out. Once again, Sirivardhana Yasoda. Up in the air, field getting 100, and that is a victory for St. Thomas's. They've sealed the deal, and Royal College has been totally outplayed by the Thomians here at Mount Lavinia. Big moment here, and the Thomians are celebrating. The fans are overjoyed, and you can see the captain, Tiran De Silva, has led his side really well here in the annual mini battle. Big win, and the Thomians certainly have demolished Royal College here at Mount Lavinia. And that does set the tone for the 144th Battle of the Blues. And Royal College, they'll be disappointed. You can see the batsmen walking off and the Thomians in a huddle celebrating the victory. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in to the live coverage of the annual mini battle, a joint venture by the Media Unit and the ICT Society of St. Thomas's College.